We are live. Welcome in to the Denver Broncos franchise. And we are going for 13-0 today. We're going to try to match the best start in Denver Broncos franchise history. The 98 team, we're going to try to match it right here as the 12-0 Broncos hit the road in a potential trap game against the 6-6 Philadelphia Eagles. Road games, always rough. We got Philadelphia on the East Coast. Then we got a tough game against the Chiefs, what should be a winnable game against the Riverhogs, and then wrapping things up with Dallas at home, 4 games away from potentially a perfect season. We are going to talk about WWE 2K22, as you see the name of the stream here as we go into it a little further. And before we get started, as always, we tell you guys to give us the follow here on Patreon as well as on Twitter, and all the archive streams up at YouTube, TB Sports 27, all up and down the line. Again, if you'd been following us on Twitter, you would have known that we were going live here today, early, way early in the day, to be discussing WWE 2K22. And of course, over on Patreon, we just uploaded 4 new Patreon videos. The BCS Playoffs Round 2, including Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M taking on the Cinderella Kent State Golden Flashes, Alabama and Michigan. 4 games, an hour and a half of bonus content over at Patreon TV Sports 27. Almost, we gotta have at least 60, 65 bonus videos exclusive to Patreon right now, so be sure to go check that out as you will. So we'll get into things here. We're going to be playing Madden, of course, today, and we can do some negotiations and scouting later. Let's just jump into the game, and then as we get into it, we can kind of talk about some of the news, the WWE 2K22 news that you guys. And let's see, what should we put the Eagles in? Just their classics, right? I like the green here for the Eagles, so we don't need to put them in anything fancy. Let's just go regular. Broncos in the all-white, Eagles in the green. And while we're on the loading screen, we have done it. We have officially purchased WWE 2K22. I had my reservations. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. You know, people say don't give them the pre-order money. You got to let them prove themselves after the way 2K22 ended up. I saw some of the videos, I saw the excitement, and I really wanted to play the game. So I have bought the game. I bought just the regular edition. I'm not paying the $180 for all these extra versions of all these. I just got the regular old version. So we'll be playing that tomorrow at around maybe 6, 7 p.m. or so, maybe earlier. I will get off work at 5 p.m. I'll come home and I'll play. Oh, we got a snow game. I think that's our first snow game on our Madden stream here on our Twitch universe, so check that out. But yeah, we will be playing WWE 2K22. We have bought it. We can't play it until midnight. I know some people are able to play it early, but the version I bought, not until midnight. I bought the digital version off of the PS4 store, so the first stream we do, it'll probably just be us playing around with the controls. A lot of the people said you really have to do the tutorials and you have to really learn the controls because it's very different. They said the controls are easy once you get them down, but they are very different. So we're probably going to do maybe 1 or 2 streams of just messing around trying to get the controls down. Maybe play some of that My Rise that everyone's talking about. I know some people have expressed their frustrations that there's exclusive My Rise characters that you can't play outside of My Rise mode. It kind of reminds me of WWE WrestleMania 21 on the original Xbox that had some wrestlers like that. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do for our universe mode. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I want to continue, of course, my WCW, ECW universe mode, but those some of the characters that we use, or some of the wrestlers that we use in that game, might not be available. We use a lot of created wrestlers, and they might not be out there on the community creations just yet, as it will be released to the general public on Friday. So I've kind of played around with the idea of maybe just taking the current WWE roster and getting rid of the brand split, making it one big roster, and we can, as it goes on, sprinkle in the legends and different guys like that and add the created wrestlers in, but kind of start with that and go from there? Or would you guys rather me kind of just maybe rebuild the roster with what's available on Community Creations and continue the WCW ECW Universe mode? You guys have to let me know your thoughts on that. But tomorrow we will be streaming WWE 2K22. I know some folks have already gotten it early and they've been streaming it on Twitch and streaming it on, not streaming it, posting their videos on Twitter and Patreon. And I'm trying to stay cautiously optimistic as Seattle remains 13-0, man. We're going to have a bunch of undefeated teams going into the postseason here. And Denver and Seattle pretty linked in real life with the Russell Wilson trade that's going down. The play-action fake Reinhardt is going to complete that pass for a first down. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. So you guys let me know what you want to see with Universe mode. Try to continue the WCW, ECW Universe mode with maybe a different roster, having to retool it, or just do it with the current WWE roster. Make a new Universe mode. You guys make the choice. Let me know. You can let me know on Twitter, YouTube, here on Twitch, on Patreon, however you guys can reach out to me there. So that will be tomorrow. But as I was saying before that first down happened, I'm trying to stay cautiously optimistic because I've been hearing really good things, really awesome things about the gameplay, how much fun it is. I've been reading a handful of negative things, though. There's been a couple of people that have mentioned that they've had to deal with some crashing, that WWE 2K22 has crashed on them a number of times, and I've read other people it hasn't crashed. And well, you hate to read that they're still having crashing issues when they had 2 years to fix all the troubles with 2K22. So we'll see how our game ends up. And we've also read from other players. The one thing that I was hoping as a Universe mode player was that we would actually be able to sort our Universe mode by the rosters of the wrestlers. It doesn't appear that's an option again this year. Such a simple option that we used to have in WWE 12 and 13, and they took away for whatever reason. Meanwhile, the Eagles, which we are going to get back to calling this game in due time, they are easily moving down the field here on our undefeated Broncos, and we said this was going to be a trap game, and Philadelphia is making it look that way so far. Steven Arkin making that catch from the starting quarterback, Matthew Reinhardt, out of Stanford. Second down and 1. Play action fake Reinhardt. It is a completed pass, and the Eagles are striking distance from the end zone. Albert Ukawebunam, the former Bronco, now with the Eagles. Oh, we had an injury. I didn't even see who got injured. That was that Jordan Battle, I believe. We haven't had many injuries on the defensive side this season, so we don't want that to start piling up. But just to put a capper on the 2K22 talk, let me know. Yeah, high ankle sprain, so he's going to come out. Doesn't seem like it'll be long-term injury, which is good. But share your thoughts in the comments on WWE 2K22. What are you excited about? What are you worried about that you've seen so far? And it's a nice quarterback sack by Devin Bush. And it just goes back to what we were talking about on the last stream, the Mike Tyson stream, how bizarre it was that 2K was blocking and banning people from streaming and posting photos on Twitter, because that's what got me initially excited in the game. Wow. I don't know if that's Jordan Battle being out that led to that touchdown, but Chris Olave, the Ohio State man, easy touchdown, and the Eagles march right down and score. Touchdown Philadelphia in the snow. But seeing the videos and everything is what made me excited and made me want to go ahead and break down and buy the game, where I was initially going to wait a couple of weeks. So it still is bizarre to me that they were banning and blocking people from posting photos on Twitter and streaming the game ahead of time. But, teach their own. Because it's not like the people got the copy illegally. It's they pre-ordered it and it got sent to them ahead of time, and people were posting the photos. Even wrestlers themselves, like Dakota Kai, was probably the most infamous one that was posting photos of herself in the game, and 2K banned the photos from Twitter. So that was kind of a bizarre situation, because what got me excited to want to play the game was seeing the footage from people. But we'll see. We're going to play it. We're going to try it out, and hopefully it lives up to the hype. There's We've seen some excitement, we've seen some negativity, but we can judge for ourselves tomorrow night with 2K22. The final thing I want to mention before we focus on this game 100% and going 13-0 is the DLC. Some of the DLC is really cool because it features characters I had used in previous universe modes like Boogeyman and Doink the Clown and Ronda Rousey and folks, but I'm super disappointed that the way that it's going to be laid out where, like, for me, Ronda Rousey, who's my WCW, ECW Women's Champion, the Ronda Rousey pack, and Jonathan Taylor gets a great run there. The Ronda Rousey pack isn't even going to come out for like another 4 or 5 months. We have to wait until July to get all of the bonus DLC. Like, does it really take that long to have all these characters made, or are they just spacing out for the sake of space? By then, people are going to make the community creations of a lot of these DLCs. So, I'm kind of disappointed with that and how long it's going to take. So I'm, probably going to end up just getting community creations based on how long it's going to take. Like, I got to wait 4 months to get Ronda Rousey when she was a big part of my universe mode, so I'm going to have to find a custom Ronda Rousey. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is or why they're doing that, but you already know my thoughts on character DLC. I think it's just a cash grab, and I hate it, but that's the way games go these days. So, leave your comments down below. Anything you want to talk about WWE 2K22, you can post down below. But for now, we are going to focus on the Denver Broncos. So it will be, with that being said, it's going to be a lot of WWE 2K22 and wrestling content over the coming weeks, but we will sprinkle in some football, and we got to finish up our Season 1 of our Detroit Red Wings hockey and keep playing God of War and Horizon. So if you want to see those, if you don't want to see the wrestling, you got a voice, you can head over to Patreon, become a super fan or a mega fan, and you can request streams monthly, if not sooner than that, based on the amount of subscribers. You can ask for anything you want. You can ask for all God of War. Oh my goodness, that was a bad fumble. Oh man. It was that Henderson that dropped that. He's not normally in there as a starter, but he came in and the Broncos were driving, and who forced that one out on the Eagles? 50, that's Amari Burney. Oh, man. That was bad. That was a bad fumble. I hope this isn't going to be the trap game we thought it was. In the snow, East Coast, on the road. It's a 4 p.m. start, which is usually good for the Broncos. Boy, DeMarvin Leal, as you saw, he kind of stood there. I was pushing forward with all my might, but he was not moving. Eligible man downfield. We'll accept that for sure. Yeah, our first snow game, because we've been playing with the Dolphins and the 49ers up until our job with the Denver Broncos. So the first time that we are playing with snow. First time since we moved to Twitch exclusively from YouTube that we were playing with the snow. Perfect 8 of 8. Looking like, who was on the Redwoods that was perfect 8 of 8 that had the perfect game? Reinhardt looking good. And he will pitch that out, 9 for 9. Out to Okuwebunon. I know they call him Albert O on TV because his name's Albert Okuwebunam. Albert Okuwebunam.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Here we go. 3rd and 13. Welcome to the new folks joining in for this game. Bronco. Oh, that could have been pass interference. What do you guys think? They didn't call it. So 1 in our favor. I don't even want to rewind that for the sake of being called out, but that easily could have been pass interference on us, but they didn't call it. Jeff Strickland boots it away. Dante Hall fielding it back beyond the 20, and ooh, he gets sandwiched down there by Cole Baldridge, the Alabama man, and we just uploaded Alabama versus Michigan 2012 Chick-fil-A Bowl as part of the BCS playoffs up on Patreon. So we know the Seahawks went to 13-0. The Broncos and the Steelers also still undefeated in a very bizarre NFL season where we have 3 undefeated teams this deep into the season. So Tom Brady III completes it to Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt kind of got mixed up with Brendan Smith, but he was able to scoot forward and get the first down here for the Broncos. Denver Broncos moved the ball well on their first drive. A fumble ended that one. The give to Jonathan Taylor. Big opening for Jonathan Taylor right up to the Eagles' beak for the Broncos' first down. He's already got 43 yards rushing. I wonder if Tom Brady III's father gave him any advice of playing in the snow with his years in New England. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor. He's got the X factor right now. And Jonathan Taylor is stuffed there. Loss of yard. Tackle made by Shaheem Carter, another Alabama man. So second down and long for the Broncos. Brady III will drop back to pass. Everyone's pretty well covered. And that one got swatted down. Jacob Phillips knocking that one away. So 3rd and 11 for the Broncos. Looking for 13-0. Brady the third. He's going to toss it to Mike Evans, and he overthrows Mike Evans. Incomplete. You know, playing in the snow, it's hard to get a grip on that football. He may have just let it get away from him there. So Pearson Gatewood comes on for the punt. Hey, it actually didn't glitch that time. We actually got a regular punt away, but still went into the end zone for the touchback. Any Bronco fans, how do you feel? You know, it's our first Broncos stream since the big news about Russell Wilson coming to Denver. What's your guys' excitement level? I mentioned in the past streams that I'm, much like 2K22, WWE 2K22, I'm staying cautiously optimistic. Some people think I'm crazy for comparing Joe Flacco to Russell Wilson, but I'm just comparing the fact that the last time the Broncos picked up a Super Bowl winning quarterback, it didn't end well, and we're obviously all hoping as Broncos fans that this one will last a lot longer than Flacco and will work out a lot better than Flacco. 7-0 Eagles here on a cold, chilly evening here at Philadelphia. Second down and 10. Another first down for the Eagles, Stephen Arkin. A lot of SEC players, a lot of Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida on this Philadelphia Eagles team, but it hasn't led to success yet as they're just 6-6. The Pittsburgh Steelers win again, so they will stay undefeated. The Steelers will move to 11-0-2, which will keep them undefeated with 2 ties. We could get to the end of the season, folks. We're hoping we have the undefeated season. We could have 3 teams finish the season undefeated, which not only has that never happened in all of 100 years of the NFL, we've only had that happen twice in the regular season. That'd be the Patriots and the Dolphins, only once for the entire season. But to have it happen 3 times in 1 year, be madness, I say, madness. Reinhardt in the gun, another good drive here for the Eagles. Where's our great defense at? There we go, calling them out. And the great Derek Stingley, who's going into the draft this year. In real life, whoever gets him, we've said, is going to get a gem. And Stingley's got his X factor going. An interception would be really, really balling right now. Play fake and knocked away by Bush. Bush has had a couple of nice plays. Devin Bush. All right, 3rd down and 10 for Denver. Atlanta getting back in the win column. They had slumped for a little bit. Short pass, and Wiley will make the tackle there on Albert Ukwuegbunam. And it'll be 4th down, and the Eagles at the 39 elect to punt this one away. I say go for it, but, you know, I'm always saying when you're at that point, I say go for it, because what do you know, you're making up 20 yards, right? Or 19 yards. What's the difference? 19 yards, I'd say, rather than taking a shot at going for it, but hey, that's just me. All right, Denver trying to get points on the board. Third drive of the game here for the Broncos. Play action fake, Tom the third, and can't find anyone open. Boy, I was mashing X, but there's no X receiver out there. So we took the sack. That's a bad sack. Zach Pickens. Oh, man. Come on, Broncos. Brady out of the gun. He's going to roll out, and he's going to throw it deep down the field to Mike Evans, who makes a great catch. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving down the field, but in the snow, Mike Evans came back for it and made a great grab to give the Broncos some life here deep into the second quarter. What a catch from Mike Evans. Double covered by Shaheem Carter and Noah Igbenogany. Wow, Mike Evans. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of play that would make Jim Mora blush. Jonathan Taylor, good blocking on the outside by Torrey Holt. Taylor hits the juke. Looking like Fred Taylor out there with those jukes. Only 6 carries so far, but Jonathan Taylor getting a bunch of yards on the ground so far. In comes Jamil Pierce, who about rushed for 200 yards a week ago. Give to Pierce. Oh, would have liked a little bit cleaner blocking right there by Keandre Jones, number 66. Didn't quite get it for us. Second down and 7 for the Broncos. Best opportunity of the day for points. Brady the third dropping back. Well, he's looking for anyone, and then finally just dumps it off to Pierce, and Pierce about got the first down, just shy Shaheem Carter. So 3rd and 1. He's going to give it to Jonathan Taylor, right? Who else is he going to give it to in this situation? There it is, the handoff to Taylor, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown. Broncos are on the scoreboard here. Big day for Jonathan Taylor so far. He gets the score. It's going to be hard when 2K22 officially, when we can play it tomorrow. I'm going to be playing a lot of wrestling, but man, I'm going to want to finish this season knowing how close we are to the unbeaten season, right? Janikowski's extra point, no problem. It is good. Reinhardt and the Eagles back out onto the field here. Great opening drive. We've held them 2 punts since then. Play fake. Reinhardt, pressure is on, and Mike Vrabel takes down Matthew Reinhardt. Great job by Vrabel. Any more of that.
60 or go. Go. Now.
Wide open over the middle, so Vrabel after the sack. Oh my God, that's going to be gone for a touchdown. Braden Henderson completely destroys Mike Vrabel, who was in coverage there. Henderson outran Vrabel. He outran Hightower, outran Stingley. My goodness. Eagles reclaim the lead. Extra point nearly blocked right there, but it is good. Big news about baseball as well. Baseball lockout appears to be over. You guys excited about that? And apparently we're getting the universal DH rule, so no more batters hitting in the NL, man. As someone that grew up a Cubs fan, It's going to be weird. Looking at some of the stuff now. Amateur draft is 20 rounds. All this other, money stuff. Team postseason as well. So what would that mean? That would be 2 wild card teams.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
No runners on base to start extra innings. Wow, so they're getting rid of that. I kind of like that. Kind of sped everything up, but Brady. Ooh, man, he had Evans. He had a shot to get Evans. Just missed it. We're going to have to see more of these new baseball rules coming up. So yeah, 6 apiece. So I guess 2 teams would get buys. Right? It'd be like the old NFL rules. Jonathan Taylor, man, he got cut off by Frank Ragnow, his own guy, his own offensive lineman, to prevent the first down. So 3rd and 3. Boy, they really want us to pass it here. Forget that. I feel comfortable running it. Come on, give it to Jonathan Taylor. Get that first down on 3rd and 3. Watch this. Watch it. Okay. That didn't work. Amari Burney. Well, all right, now we're punting it. I guess we should have passed it. I really thought Taylor could have easily gotten that first down, but didn't happen here. Gatewood. All right, the glitch is back. Now we're back to booting him out of the end zone. Reinhard goes short and gets about 2 yards on that play. Handoff and a first down. Braden Henderson, who got that big play a few moments ago. First and 10, Philadelphia. Henderson, ooh, big hit. Devin Bush. Called him out a couple of times today for all good reasons. Bush having a game. Couple of nice hits, pass deflections. Screen pass, and well, we were going to break that one up, but we tripped. But hey, it's Devin Bush again. Yes, Devin Bush. These are one of our big free agent signings from last season. 3rd down and 9 here. Matthew Reinhard, you have to imagine he's going to be throwing the ball here for the Eagles. And Reinhard will throw it quick. And the Broncos will call a timeout. That was Albert Ukuweganabam. And Okuwebunam has already caught, 7 passes it said already? Jeff Strickland punting this one away, and Dante Hall will let it go out just inside the 15, out at the 12. So Broncos got to go a long way if they want to tie this one up before the half, which we will get the ball, as always, to begin quarter number 3. Tom the third dropping back, and he is going to just get rid of it to Nick Coffey. And that is where we will head into the 2-minute warning. Broncos trailing 14-7. It's been competitive, though. Eagles offense has given us some trouble.
Ready. 58, come on. You're not ready. You're not ready. Ready.
Delayed draw play to Jonathan Taylor. Nothing happening there. Taylor's been stuffed in his last 2 runs. So 2nd and 13 for Tom Brady the third, and he's got to pass it here. Brady's going to go down the field. Intercepted. Torrey Holt, who's kind of slacked a little bit this season, got beat one-on-one by Keaton Ellis, a man that's used to playing in the snow at Penn State, staying in his home state. But, I mean, Brady heaved it up for Torrey Holt one-on-one. And one-handed, Torrey Holt loses that one by way of an interception. Torrey Holt has not had the best sophomore season. He's still highly ranked, highly rated on our team, but he has not been the dominant receiver so far this season. I mean, it's pretty much been Mike Evans doing a bulk of the work. You've had Brendan Smith as well, a lot of the tight ends. So we'll see how the Eagles play. If they might be satisfied just going into the half, taking this lead as they ran it. Now they're going to throw it in. Not any big passes here by Reinhard. And the Broncos, we could go ahead and take a timeout, maybe get the ball back here. In 05. And get the ball back with a minute. No timeouts here. And it will be a first down. Philadelphia, Albert O. making another catch, so the Eagles take their timeout. 1:01 to go. 22 passes so far for the Eagles here. Reinhard. And another good catch made. I believe that was Arkin. Didn't quite get a number on him. I saw an 8. So we'll just pretend it was Stephen Arkin. One timeout left, though. Philadelphia doesn't want to be wasting their timeouts with these short little dink and dunk passes. And then just be calling timeouts. Pass completed out there to Henderson. Under 40 to play here. Caught! Oh man, the Eagles are in business. Deshaun Judge from Tennessee. They're letting a lot of time tick away while they celebrate. Are they going to run one more play? Now they're going to go for the field goal here. Field goal attempt by the Eagles. And it is put right through by Parker Hyde. So the Eagles, well, we called it a trap game from the moment we saw it on the road, 6-6 team. And so far it's proven to be that. We will get the ball, though, to begin the third quarter. Yeah, I guess I was looking at maybe a Hail Mary, but probably should just run it. Call it a day, right? Nothing happening there for Jonathan Taylor. You know what? I'm going to take one shot. I can't help myself. We got to take a shot. No, coach. You know, there's always going to be an opportunity. Whether Brady throws the INT or not, you got to take a shot here. Final play of the quarter. Here comes the blitz, and Brady the third just gets rid of it. Mike Evans does make the catch. Which now, maybe if we had done that a play ago, we could have kicked a field goal. But all's well, it ends well. Let's get into the second half, get the ball, and try to maintain our 12-0 season here. The Broncos trailing the Eagles in the snow on the road here. 2 turnovers for the Broncos. Definitely hasn't helped things. But we got to make this drive count right here. Touchdown, cutting the 2-score lead down to 1. Dante Hall able to get up to the 30. And that's where Denver will take over. Big welcome to all the new folks that are joining us. Glad to have you aboard. You can always jump in the chat. We always encourage people to jump in the chat room, and we'll chat along with you, talk with you. Jonathan Taylor, there we go. I was just about to say, we need to get Jonathan Taylor going again, as his last couple of runs haven't been there. That was a big one. Look at this pressure. We're giving it to Taylor again. We'll see if he can get past. Oh, yeah, he sure can. Look at that. Not a problem. I almost audibled, too, when I saw those linebackers crowding the line. But we went with it, and Jonathan Taylor had a huge run. Second run of the day of 20 yards here for Jonathan Taylor. And maybe he can just take us right into the end zone the way he's running the ball here. Big opening to Jonathan Taylor. He is going to get into the end zone. 3 runs and a touchdown to begin quarter number 3. And the Broncos right back in this thing, keeping pace with the Eagles. Looking for 13-0. 3 big-time runs for Jonathan Taylor. Coach is excited. Tom Brady III has yet to lose an NFL game in his young career so far. Donovan McNabb with the Seattle Seahawks having just a successful career. His rookie year winning the Super Bowl, first rookie quarterback to win a Super Bowl, and now season 2 he's got the Seahawks to 13-0. We got 3 undefeated teams as it stands right now in the NFL. Broncos are in danger though. Need some big plays on defense. As you can see, Reinhard, he's got his X factor going, and he has been the X factor. We have not been able to slow him down much at all. He's had 1 sack, and as soon as I say that, Stingley with the interception, and unfortunately he couldn't get his own guys out of his way because that could have been a pick 6. But Derek Stingley making it hurt a little bit to the Philadelphia Eagles with that interception. So a huge start. That must have been one hell of a halftime speech that we gave the Denver Broncos. And yeah, our guys getting in our way. Dominique Klein as well as Jerry Wiley was the only thing that prevented that touchdown from happening. But you know what? I almost give Jonathan Taylor another one. He almost broke the record in the last stream for rushing touchdowns in a single game. The way he's going, he might just break the single season rushing record, and he missed most of the games with injury. He's already got 2 touchdowns here today, 155 on the ground for this rushing attack. And you know, from our history with the Dolphins and the 49ers, we've not always had the most successful rushing attack in the world. They're coming on strong this year. Jamil Pierce, oh man, Jamil Pierce had a big opening for a touchdown, and he got stuck behind Cooper Carstyle. 2nd and 3, back to Pierce. Pierce is hit, but he's going to be right at the goal line. So 1st and goal, here comes Jonathan Taylor. We have had our goal line troubles. Let's see if Taylor can punch it in, and well, there you see it. It's brought down a whole host of Eagles. I think Caden Britt was in there, part of that. 2nd down and goal. Give it to Taylor again. Oh, Taylor stays on his feet. He should have been stuffed behind the line. And Jonathan Taylor for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game is into the end zone. Holy smokes, and to think we were this close to getting rid of Jonathan Taylor last season. We ended up franchise tagging him, and then we got the deal done this year. The Denver Broncos take the first lead of the game here. Sebastian Janikowski right down the middle, held by number 7, Marcus Mariota, and it is good. Tom Brady III has not had to throw a single pass so far in the 3rd quarter. It has been all Jonathan Taylor rushing the football here in the snow. And now, let's see if we can't get another turnover here, the Eagles. DeMarvin Leal, he got hit. Good tackle made there by John Banks. Braden Henderson, he had the nice touchdown earlier in the game for the Philadelphia Eagles, where he burned Mike Vrabel. To give to Henderson again, 1st down. Devin Bush, yet another tackle. Actually checked out as Hoskins that has come in the game. I believe that was his 1st carry. Oh, I know it probably said at the top of the screen, but I wasn't looking at the top of the screen. So, there you go. Henderson back to the ground game. They haven't thrown the ball yet on this drive following the interception thrown by Matthew Reinhard. Matthew Reinhardt as opposed to Matthew Rainwald of Impact Wrestling, which I believe Impact is on right now, right? Oh, 8:01. Yes, Impact did just start, so there you go. 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Man in motion. Yeah, mic check, we hear you. Chris Olive. Another 1st down, Philadelphia. Deshaun Judge with the reception there. Late in the quarter, number 3. Reinhardt to throw it again, and he dumps it off short. Oh, what a hit by Vrabel. Good completion percentage by Reinhardt. 26 of 30. So he's doing his thing. He's playing hard. He's playing well. Another completed pass. We have not had many answers for Reinhardt as he just continues to complete the pass, complete the ball, and move it down the field on us. Intercepted. There we go. And this could be good. This could be Delta O'Neal. Pick 6. And the Broncos are well on their way to 13-0. Hey, Reinhardt's still near perfect. He's thrown 2 interceptions, so make him like 28 of 31. The rookie, Delta O'Neal, who's had a big rookie season. All of our rookies, O'Neal and Janikowski, they've all been showing up big. They've been drafting well. Touchdown, Broncos. Could it happen? Could we have a date with the 13-0 Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl? We got to go through the undefeated Steelers before we get there first. It is going to be a tough path to the Super Bowl. Janikowski booting it deep. And the Eagles. See Reinhardt so far in the second half. 2 incompletions, both interceptions. Can really start to put this away with either another big stop or another big turnover. It will be a handoff to Trey Hoskins, the Bowling Green Falcon. And Hoskins went for 9, just shy of the 1st down. Hoskins again, Devin Bush, who's been all over the field today. Short pass to Stephen Arkin. And Arkin's going to get wrapped up there. Take us to a 2nd down and 10 for Philadelphia. Hoskins drops, just steps up, and he finds a wide open. Oh, is that the fullback down the field? Oh my God. That's 6 catches for the fullback. I think most of them have been dink and dunks, but that one went deep down the field. Wow. Or is that the tight end? I don't know. Tight end number 40? That might just be the tight end. It's a strange number for a tight end. The Eagles not going away without a fight. They're going down swinging if they're going down. Reinhardt continuing his really nice passing performance. Nearly 400 yards total for the Eagles, 300 passing for Reinhardt. What was that? Oh my God, he went into shotgun. They're going to run the ball. It's a fumble, and that ended up being a disaster. If that was an audible, that was a disaster at the hands of the Philadelphia Eagles. Chauncey Rivers ended up with it. Didn't have enough speed to get into the end zone, but the Broncos defense coming up big. It was Devin Bush again. Devin Bush picking today to have the game of his life. What a big game. Oh my God, Devin Bush laid him out. What a game Devin Bush is having. Oh my God. 1st and 10, Denver. We have a chance to put the dagger in right now. Tom Brady III finds Torrey Holt. And Torrey Holt just tripped up at the last moment. 9 of 13 for Tom Brady III here. Man, everything has swung the Broncos' way at the half. Look at that third quarter. 21 points in the third to open this game up here. I wish, man, if this was the XFL, we would have been in the locker room for that halftime speech. That must have been a, like, Al Michaels, do you believe in miracles kind of speech up there. Al Michaels, do you believe in miracles? That was him. He was up there. That was that kind of speech that got the Broncos fired up for this second half. Pitching a shutout so far in the second half. And Jonathan Taylor gets hit. Bryant Westbrook. 3rd down and 8. Broncos are in field goal range. Not a lot of snow either in that area. So it could be a good kick for Janikowski. But Brady III is going to complete it to Torrey Holt. And we were calling out Torrey Holt earlier. He's come up with 2 big catches on this drive. Touchdown Broncos. And it's looking like Denver is going to be cruising to 13-0 to join the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks in the undefeated column. We are 9 games away between us, Seattle, and Pittsburgh. 9 more games to see if we end the season with 3 undefeated teams. Oh, man. You guys are tuned in. Give us a follow here on Twitch, because you're not going to want to miss. Not only are we going to be playing WWE 2K22 tomorrow, but you don't want to miss our run through the rest of the season and the postseason. We're going to the playoffs guaranteed. We got the playoff bid. Oh my God, what a catch by Judge. So it'll be our return to the playoffs. It'll be our first time in the playoffs since we moved to Twitch streaming from YouTube. It'll be our first time in the playoffs in 2 seasons since we got fired by Miami and went to Denver. Oh, intercepted by Highsmith. 3 interceptions by Matthew Reinhard. And now Denver can start to chew the clock, folks.
In your face.
In your face. What a second half this was for Denver. 3 interceptions. The fumble by Devin Bush. More big runs by Jonathan Taylor. 174 yards. In a sec, I'm going to take him out, because I don't want him to get injured, especially if the game's going to be in reach. But we are in clock chewing mode right now. But Jonathan Taylor still on fire right now. Maybe we'll let him finish off this drive. But yeah, be sure, give us a follow here on Twitch. As I said, you're not going to want to miss not only 2K22 tomorrow, but you're not going to want to miss the conclusion of the Denver Broncos franchise. Can we go 13-0? If we win next week, we'll be 14-0. And that would break the all-time Broncos best start to a season. We went 13-0 in 1998. We're about to go 13-0 here. Third down and 4. And the Broncos put the dagger in. Brady III completes it to Kocher. First down, and it's looking good for Denver. What a wake-up we had in the third quarter. Defense and offense.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Another game where we haven't had to put a lot of pressure on Tom Brady III. The running attack mostly did it. It's like John Elway late in his career, 97, 98. Give the ball to Terrell Davis, right? Another big run by Jonathan Taylor. Let him get one more, and if we get another offensive possession, we're taking him out for Deontay Silver. Oh, man, we had some good blocking, but Taylor got caught on the outside by Shaheem Carter. Second and goal, Jamil Pierce steps in. Look at Portland blowing out the Tennessee Titans. Oh, Pierce. Got tackled down by Baldridge. The third and goal. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. Could very well be his last carry of the game. There it is. Taylor going outside. Look at the speed for Jonathan Taylor. Fourth touchdown of the game. I feel like he's got to be getting close to the NFL record for rushing touchdowns. How many has he had this year? We're going to have to look this up after the game. We're going to look that up. But Denver, without a doubt, they have sealed it. We will go to 13-0. The Seahawks are 13-0. Janikowski pulls that one, but it doesn't matter. Seahawks are 13-0. Steelers are 11-0-2. What a season's been, man. As I've said before, was not expecting this quick turnaround just a year in, but here we are.
Ready. To 8-3. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Yeah, we're going to come get some, all right. Almost intercepted by Stingley. Wow. Oh boy, my buddy sent me a the Wild and the Red Wings are playing, which are my two favorite hockey teams. I should probably be watching that, but I'm streaming with you guys. But apparently there was an own goal. Let's see here. Oh man. Oof. Wow. The goaltending in Detroit is really a sight to behold. My goodness. Nedeljkovic is oof. I wonder what Twitter's saying. And he's had a rough couple of games. I mean, Detroit's given up a lot of goals. Trying to look up now on Twitter. Nedeljkovic, let's see. Nedeljkovic. We got to take. Yeah, confidence issues for sure. My goodness. Well, there's a little hockey news for you. Whew, okay. Well, we took Jonathan Taylor out. We saw if you guys are watching this here or watching in the future on YouTube, yeah, look up the Nedeljkovic own goal. Not good, not good. I'll try to catch the end of that game. It's on ESPN Plus. What do you guys think of the ESPN Plus announcing crew? We've been, some people have been pretty critical of them on Twitter. They, you know, they're interesting to say the least. But I'll let you guys have your thoughts on it. As Denver, it was 17-7 when the second half began. It is now 41-17. Denver blew the doors wide open in this game. Even Silver's running the ball well in garbage time here. And that is going to do it here, folks. Wow. Denver blew it open in the second half. What a collapse of monumental proportions here. We thought it was going to be a trap game. It ended up being another big Broncos victory. 41-17 will be your final here, as the Broncos score 5 touchdowns in the second half to go to 13-0. Tom Brady III didn't even need to do much. It was all about the rushing attack and the defense. 263 rushing. Tom Brady still played nice. 211. But he didn't even need to do much. And we moved to 13-0. So the next time we stream with you guys, it's going to be WWE 2K22. So stay tuned for that. And let me know what you guys want to see for Universe Mode. Continue the WCW, ECW Universe, or start over, or build a new roster, or just go with what we got on Community Creations. We got all kinds of updates here. Upgrades. Okay, we made the playoffs. The GM wants to congratulate you. All right, good news. We're the number 1 seed. Wow, okay. So guaranteed we're the number 1 seed. So now that makes it interesting. Do we go for the undefeated season? Let's try to make some of these deals before we sim forward, and we're going to look at Jonathan Taylor's record as well. Try one more time with Tristan Hill. I forget, did we offer him the bare minimum before? I think we did. Okay, so Mariota, I'm fine with letting Mariota go. You know, we can always get anybody, and if he's still available, we'll come back around and get him. We don't want him. Knighton, we're just gonna re-sign. $1 million for a backup guard. I can see that. I can, throw like 3 years. Keep you around as a backup. Why not? Boom. Got him. Mac Wilson, too. That's not... he's not asking for a lot either. 2 years to get him in as a backup. And then the rest of these guys. So we're doing pretty good on that regard. Let's do some more scouting here a little bit before we go into next week. I don't want to just scout all first round guys. We got to kind of spread the love around. So let's go into the second round here. I'm just gonna, just scout all these players here. We don't need a halfback, but it's interesting to see what our options are. Linebacker could come up depending on how our guys retire or respond. Not a lot of good. A lot of the guys in the second round, they're Just saying, stay away. Stay away. We do want a defensive tackle. Ooh, that could be a sleeper right there. Dron Harrison. He's a first-round talent, projected to go in the second round, and we did want to add to our defensive line. So that keep our eye on, and Hopkins too on the left end. So these are all guys we got to keep an eye on. Okay, we're starting to get some interesting prospects now. Oh, another wide receiver. Oh, stay away, stay away. All right, that's good for now. So let's move forward here. So we got the Chiefs next. One more road game, and then we're at home the rest of the season after we get past the River Hogs. We got some awards, too. Probably Jonathan Taylor, right? Yeah, look at that. And Bush. Wow. Bush finished with 10 tackles, the sack, and the forced fumble. Kyler Murray had a day, too, with the Buccaneers. Check that out. Okay, so let's try one more time with old Tristan Hill. He wants a little more money. Let's take a look at him again. Let's see what he's been doing for us this year, or what his past history has been. He's not even playing with us this year. In fact, the last 2 years, he hasn't even played. So you know what? The fact that you haven't even done anything with us for 2 years, I'm going to go find someone else. I know you got a good rating, 76. That's fine, but you haven't even really seen the field with us. Goodbye. I'm going to save our money. Put it towards something else, right? All right, so look at this. The Chiefs 8-4-1. They were undefeated at one point, and they've fallen by the wayside. So that could also be a trap game at home against a division rival. That could be a game where we get caught. Any big news? Any big news here? The Bengals getting a new stadium. Let's see, any other big news? Anyone moving? Any... The Heisman Trophy winner. So we had a running back, Judah Locke. We are playing with random players. We're not doing any draft classes this year, so... Joe Burrow threw for 4 touchdowns with the River Hog. Akili Smith. All right, let's look at, first of all, the NFL record book for rushing touchdowns in a season. And it is LaDainian Tomlinson's 28. So let's see where Taylor is. And Taylor missed a good amount of the year with injury. Taylor is at 14. So if he keeps up the pace of getting 4 a game, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. He can get close if he continues to get 4 a game. I don't think he's going to get the record, but just imagine if he had stayed healthy all year, where he would be at. That's incredible. He's got 14 already. What about just going for the whole season? I think we did this recently, but we're going to do it again. We want to look at everything. Still Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Barnes, couple of Super Bowl winners right here between Barnes and Jackson. McNabb as well, Super Bowl winner. Look at that, 20, man. McNabb's tough. He not only did he win the Super Bowl last year, sophomore year, 29 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jared Goff with the Cardinals. There's Reinhardt, who played very well. Clifford, Justin Herbert. He's been in the Super Bowl a couple times with the Giants. Jacob Eason. Justin Fields, Tua, been to a Super Bowl and lost. I'm not seeing McCaffrey. He's got a couple of Super Bowl wins under his name. Maybe he got hurt. There he is. Wow, he's way down there, but he's got some Super Bowl wins to his name. And the guys have just played a little bit so far. You can see where they are. Talia's even played a little bit. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to attempt to sprinkle in some football and stuff amongst the wrestling, but it's probably going to be a lot of wrestling the next couple of weeks. Look at that. 3 undefeated teams. Let's see where our logjam looks at. And so obviously it says we're the number 1 seed, they said, but I feel like we can still fall to the number 2 seed because if we lose our last 3 games and the Steelers finish undefeated, wouldn't they finish ahead of us? Because they would have 14 wins and 2 ties. We'd have 13 wins and 3 losses. So I don't know why it said we're the number 1 seed, but there you go. And then we have our log jam here. So a big playoff opportunity for the Chiefs in our game, but everyone's still kind of alive. And in the NFC, everyone's fighting amongst themselves as well. So that's going to do it. Be sure to join us tomorrow. WWE 2K22. We'll be playing it. We'll go on live at around 6, 7, somewhere around there sometime in the evening. So be sure to join us. We're going to play the tutorial, learn the controls, let you guys ask questions. We'll be checking stuff out together. And I wish I could play the game tonight. The game, I'll be able to play it at midnight, but I got to work 8 a.m. tomorrow, so I don't think I can stay up. So that'll do it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.